You are listening to the Travis Luther podcast. Every week, our celebrity guests and business gurus battle Travis in a game of wit to test their entrepreneurial acumen, beat the host, and rise to glorious infamy. Lose and be banished forever. And now, it's time to enter the arena and play the games with your host, Travis Scott Luther.
Welcome to the Travis Luther podcast. I am your host, Travis Luther, and my guest today is Dr. Dave Rendall, like Wendell. Dave, we're just going to get right into things with this week's biz quiz. Are you ready?
I doubt that I am, but I'm ready to give it a shot.
All right, let's see. So this week, Southwest Airlines announced its first profitable quarter in over 2 years, which it attributed to a record-breaking holiday travel season. After having their stocking stuffed with COVID for 2 years in a row, it looks like Americans are ready to fly. So in this game titled Air We Go Again, I'm going to read you a description of 3 questionable airline concepts, and you're going to tell me whether or not they are still in business. Sound good?
Yes.
All right. Vietjet, the bikini budget airline. This Vietnamese airline is so cheap, its flight attendants are only given bikinis instead of the more expensive full uniform. Is Vietjet still in business or not still in business?
I love it. I think it's entirely possible.
Is that a yes or no? We don't deal with possibilities
yes.
here.
That is a yes.
All right. You are correct. Vietjet is still in business, though like any good fashion statement, the bikini uniforms only lasted for 1 season. All right. Our second airline, German Nude Airlines. Launched in 2008, this German airline ferries nude passengers back and forth from the Baltic Sea. Is German Nude Airlines still in business or not in business?
I don't like it. I don't think there's enough nudists to keep them in business.
You are correct. German Nude Airlines only lasted a couple trips after pocketless passengers kept losing their tickets and finding peanuts stuck in all sorts of places. All right, here's another one. Hooters Air. Taking their titillating restaurant concept to the air, 2 uniformed Hooters girls assist the normal flight crew in their hospitality duties. Is Hooters Air still in business or no longer in business?
I think I would know if they were, and so I'm going to say no because I don't think it happened.
Well, it did happen. It lasted longer than I thought it would when I first.
Well, that's what I mean. I guess I should say I don't think it's still happening. Right? I'd be aware if it was still happening.
Yep, it is no longer still happening, though it did last for 3 years, but closed in 2006 after losing the company $40 million. Among the many challenges was the discovery that chicken wings are great for eating, but not for flying. All right, we are into our final game of this week's biz.
I'm on fire, by the way. I'm 100%.
You are doing very good. You're doing very good. If you get through this last game, you may even get the gift bag. All right.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like the pandemic has stomped out America's entrepreneurial spirit. New data this week released by the U.S. Census Bureau showed that a whopping 5.4 million people started a new business in 2021, surpassing the previous record of 4.4 million set in 2020. In this game, titled You Can Start Me Up, I'm going to read the description of 3 business startups, and you'll guess which one actually launched in 2021. So, one of these is real, 2 of these are completely fictitious. So I'll read through all 3 businesses, and then at the conclusion, you'll tell me which one is an actual startup.
All right.
The Wary Kitty, a call center with curated sounds specifically recorded to help your pet cat fall asleep. Glanzig, a design company that manufactures shiny latex outfits with super slick styles ranging from maid uniforms to full-on running tracksuits. And C, Chip Chop Shop, a startup company focused on artistically chipping dishes and fine china to provide an authentic and lived-in dining experience. So we've got the Wary Kitty, the sleep call center for frustrated cats, Glanzig, the latex design company, or Chip Chop Shop, the authentic chipping service for a more lived-in dining experience.
Well, I love the third one. I'm not guessing that one yet, but I love the third one because we talk about kintsugi and wabi-sabi in our pink goldfish book, and wabi-sabi is intentionally damaging something, intentionally making it imperfect, because nature is imperfect, but nature is beautiful. But I'm gonna have to go with what I think is the most likely. I think the latex suit company seems like everybody's at home, everybody's getting weird, everybody's getting freaky. I'm gonna go latex uniforms.
You got it. You are still killing it. Yeah, with the Biz Quiz, it is Glanzig. They thought they were going to have a slam dunk with their super safe N95,000 latex mask, which promised to block everything, including air. But not yet a hit. Not yet a hit. Okay, I was a liar. We do have one more final game. Looks like our writers had some spare time, so let's do this one. The 2022 Beijing Olympics starts in just a few days, but corporate sponsors such as Coke, Toyota, and Visa came under fire this week for their perceived silence on China's questionable human rights record. In this game titled Who Knew, new spelled N-E-W, I'm going to read you a list of 3 potential sports new to this year's Olympics. To get the gold, David, you've got to tell me which one is actually debuting next week on NBC. I'm also required to tell you that this game is sponsored by Coke, Toyota, and Visa. Okay. So let's go with A, freestyle skiing mixed team aerials. A team of 3 skiers take one giant leap in a contest to see who can pull off the most difficult aerial contortions without falling on each other. Freestyle skiing mixed team aerials. That is a mouthful. B, team snowball targeting. Teams compete in an NFL skills-type competition in which they throw snowballs at various targets set at predetermined distances or moving at various speeds. And finally, C, winter cross-country running. You should like this one. Jogging in short shorts, runners hit an open-air course covered in snow and ice. Athletes must have a high tolerance to the cold and a nutrition strategy that allows them to finish 13.1 miles of running before they freeze to death. So which of these 3 is making its actual Olympic debut? The freestyle skiing mixed team aerials, team snowball targeting, or winter cross-country running?
Well, I know they already have ski aerials, so it seems like it wouldn't be that much of a stretch to have people doing that together, sort of like synchronized swimming for the Winter Olympics. So I'm going to vote for that one.
I think you're Googling these, Dave. You've got that right again.
Should I keep my hands? Above the? You would have seen me. I think we could take the tape back and see that we haven't been lifting up the phone.
That's true.
You've been listening to the Travis Luther podcast with your host, Travis Scott Luther. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe. And if you like what you hear, please leave a review. For show notes, the archive, and more, please visit www.travisluther.com. Until next time, tally ho.